Hi everyone, my name is Allie. I've been playing strategy card games for the last 7 or 8 years of my life. So I've been playing card games like Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering, and I've came across this really great card game called Skyweaver. I wanted to create a Basics 101 video so I can show you the ropes of the gameplay. So without further ado, let's get started, and I hope you enjoy. So Skyweaver plays like your classic digital card game, but of course with its very own unique twists. Like with most card games, there is a mulligan. After your cards have been added to your hand from your mulligan, you can see here that both players start with their hero on the board with 32 health. And each player will alternate taking turns, gaining 1 mana crystal each round, and in Skyweaver there's actually a 99 max mana cap. Turns consist of playing cards and using your mana to attack your opponent's creatures or their hero, eventually dwindling their health down to 0 to win the game. There are 2 types of cards in Skyweaver. You've got your unit cards and your spell cards. Units will stay in play until they are killed, and they can attack once each turn after the turn that they are played, so they've got summoning sickness like other card games. Spells are one-time use cards that can be cast that can turn the tide of the game, and like most card games, there are different card effects like death, death rattle, summon, play, those types of things that of course you can just hover over the card tooltips in-game and it'll tell you exactly what the effects of those cards do. One thing that I think sets Skyweaver apart from other card games that I've played is their system of attached spells and enchantments. Either your hero or your unit cards can have one enchantment or attached spell to them at a time. There are usually mana costs associated with these attachments. For the attached spells, this is the cost to cast the spell, and for the enchantments, this is the cost to get rid of or dust the enchantment. There are sometimes enchantments that don't have a cost though, but they have some kind of stipulation for getting rid of the enchantment. So in this example here, we can see that the unit has shield and the enchant is removed once it takes combat damage for the first time. Sometimes these enchantments are good for you and other times they are bad. Here you can see that I blinded my opponent's unit, and therefore they would need to spend 5 mana in order to unblind it and remove that detrimental attached enchantment. Now here we see a unit that comes into play with an attached spell, which you can of course see the spell in your hand and hover over it before you decide to play it. So if you decide to play this unit without the mana to cast the spell, of course you run the risk of your opponent killing that unit before you get the opportunity to cast it. So just keep that in mind if you don't have the mana to cast both the unit and the spell that's attached to it. Combat in Skyweaver features direct attacking, meaning that your units and your hero can attack any legal target once per turn. Units also damage each other based on the power that they have, and then they will die if their health goes to 0. And damage does persist on the units from turn to turn. Skyweaver also has a graveyard system. So whenever you cast a spell and burn it, or a unit dies, it goes to your graveyard. And you can hover over your graveyard here to see what's in there, as well as your opponent's. There are certain spells and cards that bring things back and revive units or cards from the graveyard. So this is an extra layer of complexity that Skyweaver offers, and I think it's pretty cool. Winning the game requires knowing the right units and spells to play, making good trades, and knowing when to attack the opposing hero as opposed to eliminating some of their defenses. The class system of Skyweaver are the prisms. There are 5: strength, agility, wisdom, heart, and intellect. When constructing a deck, you can either pick 1 or 2 to combine them, and then you can only play with cards within those prisms. And it is actually possible for a unit type of one prism to have an attached spell of a different prism. Alright, that covers the Skyweaver gameplay basics. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it was helpful to get you going in some of your initial matches. You can play Skyweaver through a browser, and there is also an app that can be downloaded as well. They make it really easy to sign up, whether it's Google or Twitch, Discord, Facebook account. There's lots of different options to sign up, so I will leave a link directing you to play Skyweaver. If you do decide to play it, please let me know what you think of it in the comments. I think it's visually stunning, like there's so many different card tooltips that make it very easy to understand what is going on. So I've really been enjoying it. I hope you enjoy it too. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments. I hope it was helpful, and I will be making more in-depth content about Skyweaver in the future. So if there's something specific that you would like me to make a video on, please let me know. All right, thanks for watching the video. Bye.